Hello all, welcome back to another video. Welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel is the latest episode of the Unwatched Shelf series already, because it was about 5 days ago since the last episode. But yeah, I'm at work today. I'm doing a morning shift, so before I go to work, I'm going to record this first part of the video. And then when I come back home, be checking out that title here today on the channel. So yeah, and also I'm going back to my parents tomorrow for a few days. So really excited for that. So anyways, guys, for this episode, is it episode 35? Goodness me. We have got 18 votes here. So guys, thanks a million. I really do appreciate that. So the first one we've got is Picking Up the Pieces. That is at number 1, and that was voted by Craig. Thank you, Craig. The Curse of Michael Myers, number 2. That was voted by Craig as well. The Servant at number 3. That was voted by Roy. Cheers, Roy. Thank you, buddy. Immunity on the Bounty at number 4. That was voted by Roy. Cheer, Roy Division. The Crazies at number 5, that was voted by Angela at the Pan Films. Cheers, mate. Thank you for that. The Quiet Man at number 6, that was voted by Kylo. Thank you, Kylo. Ice Cold and Alex, that is, number 7, that was voted by Kylo as well. Cheers, Kylo. Shogun Assassin at number 8, that was voted by Sai. Thank you, buddy. At number 9, Mississippi Burning, that was voted by Shane. Thank you, Shane. Really do appreciate that. Number 10, American Pie The Wedding. That was voted by Angela as well. Thank you, matey. The 39 Steps at number 11. That was voted by Reggie. Cheers, Reggie. Really do appreciate that. In the Heat of the Night at number 12. That was voted by Ian Thompson. Cheers, Ian. The Last Castle at number 13. That was voted by Sai. Thank you, buddy. And number 14, Empire of the Sun, that was voted by Ian as well. Thank you, matey. Number 15, Clue, that was voted by Sai. Number 16, The Cooler, voted by Ash at Popcorn and Horror. Cheers, Ash. Really do appreciate that. Number 17, Eagle versus Shark. That was voted by Ash as well. Thank you, matey. Really do appreciate that. And finally, number 18, Dances with Wolves, was voted by Shane as well. So guys, thanks a million for your contribution there. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, like I say, as well as the monthly watches, these are also like my favourite videos to make as well. Just a great gateway into discovering new titles for the first time and to get you guys involved as well. So all the bingo balls are now in this reflex bag. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll the credits. I'm going to shuffle these around. The one that is picked out will reveal which title I'll be checking out here today on the channel there. So grab yourself a cuppa or a beverage of your choice, and we're going to find out what film I'll be checking out for the first time here today on the channel. Let's rock and roll. Let's grab a cuppa and we'll get on with the show, shall we? Come on, bring on the show. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. Bring on episode 35A.
Blu-Ray stacking up, yeah, the collection grows. Singing like nobody's watching, let the good times flow. Movies on repeat, yeah, he living that life. Great guy, big heart, yeah, he doing it right. Screen light glowing while the speakers bang. Sammy G vibing to the scenes and the frames. Love for the art, yeah, the passion stay true. From the first press play to the end credits roll.
So shuffle these around. Oh, it's exciting, this. I'll say going to work this morning and then coming back home to checking out one of these titles for the first time. Very exciting. I am looking forward to going to work today. That'll be good. So the title. Is going to be, shuffle them around again. And it's going to be, okay, number 10. And Ange, fair play. American Pie, The Wedding. Oh, get in. Well, Ange, fair play. And you've had a few of these American comedies being picked out, you know, like previous episodes and that. So this is another one of those, Ange. Fair play. So yes, American Pie, The Wedding. That's what I'm going to be checking out here today on the channel. And I guess these movies are great to watch around the summer as well. So yeah, bring it on. So yep, Ange, thanks for your vote there. And thanks to all you guys for your votes and your contribution there, and to the series as always. So as I say, guys, I am going to work this morning, and then when I get back home, well, I might even sit out in the sun, and depending how the weather is, I think the weather's going to be absolutely roasting today, so I might be out on the sun chair, but sometime today anyway, I'll be checking out this for the first time, and then I'll come back on camera and I'll give my brief thoughts and review of this here today on the channel. So yeah, see you shortly. So I've just got back from watching American Pie, The Wedding, directed by Jesse Dillon, and of course we've got the returning cast with Jason Briggs, Sean William Scott, Alison Hannigan, January Jones, Thomas Ian Nicholas, Eddie K. Thomas, Fred Willard, and Eugene Levy. American Pie, The Wedding, I think this is about 2 years after the second film. And of course, we follow the newlyweds. Well, building up to the wedding, we've got obviously Jim and Michelle about to tie the knot, and they've got their big plans towards this sort of like this wedding, you know, to tie the knot at long last. Originally thinking that, does he actually want Stifler at the wedding? But then you actually see that Steve Stifler teaches in the way to kind of have his dance with Michelle at the wedding. So he kind of teaches in the way of having their kind of their what do they call it? The ballad, like kind of their song, their wedding dance. We'll just go with that. I mean, I'm not married, folks, so yeah, I'm not really a total expert on the ways of marriage and stuff, but it's basically you just follow. Jim would have like his stag night and basically with the boys, and yeah, that I think they would go into. I think Stifler goes into this gay man bar, and there's one scene where he has a dance standoff with this guy. And then he comes back and makes an appearance, I think, being kind of a guest for the wedding. And yeah, I think like Stifler being like this ultimate stud who's trying to get with this lady, and then this other lady like as well. Definitely the weakest so far for me in the film series, if we're comparing it to the first two films, which are obviously, I think, are going to take some topping. They seem to be the cream of the crop, really. But whilst this is the weakest of the film series thus far, I gotta say, guys, I still had a very enjoyable time with this one. Yeah, good on Angela for requesting me for checking this film out, and I think the DVD was kindly sent by Adam, Collector Adam, last year, so thank you, Adam. Yeah, because I think Adam was the one who kindly sent me his DVD copy of this. But yeah, some very comedic scenes. Obviously, there is the classic, the iconic scene, obviously, in the gay bar, and then Steve and this guy, they're basically having this this dance off, like rivaling off each other. You've got obviously the stripper scene, which is so funny in this house. And then I think just before Jim's parents or Michelle's parents is about to arrive, there's obviously the classic iconic dog shit scene with Steve, because he accidentally feeds one of the dogs the ring by mistake. It's so funny. And then obviously that opening scene where Jim and Michelle is at the restaurant, and then he realizes he's left the ring at home, not the film The Ring, the wedding ring that is. And Jim's dad gives Jim like the ring, but then obviously Michelle, you see, goes underneath the table for a minute, and that scene probably left to your imagination what goes on there. But then yeah, and then basically then obviously when Jim obviously is like, he kind of stands up from the table. Obviously, he has such an embarrassing moment, and then his dad, Jim's dad, is my favourite character in this film series. He's just gotta be, and Eugene Levy was just born to play that role, man. So that was really funny. I'm trying to think as well. Obviously, yeah, when Finch is still eyeing up like Stifler's mom in the film. Yeah, really funny stuff. I think the one other scene when Stifler, he's trying to, that's it, like, rescue the ring from like this dog shit, and then it's like a brownie, like he makes out that this is a brownie, and then he eats it. Like, Michelle's dad says something along the lines of, "Oh well, for next time, can you save us some for next time and not be so crazy?" When it was actually dog shit. It is just so funny. And obviously, yeah, like the stripper scene, when I think there's one scene where for all for shit and giggles, I think it was Finch that was tied up to the chair, and he's in the closet with one of the strippers, and then and whilst Jim has to keep things a low profile because he's talking to like Michelle's parents. Oh, it is just so funny, guys. And that wedding scene towards the end, really great way to wrap up what is a very solid third installment into this film series. I did really like the coastal scenery as well. Obviously, Stifler is part of this American football team. I think he's coaching them. I think he's like a school bus driver as well, so you see he's in a new job. I will say, guys, Steve Stifler did have his over-the-top moments. You know, he was very kind of, like off the wall, very over-exaggerating. I know Steve is like that in the first two films, but you see he takes that to an upper tier there. So yeah, there's times where he feels a little bit out of character compared to the first two films. And what I mean by that is he's a very different Stifler to how you see him in the first two films. But other than that, I had a pleasant, enjoyable time with this film, guys. Again, great to see Jim and Michelle tied a knot in this. And obviously, I think they had the dance scene was what was playing in the background. Van Morrison's Into the Mystic. Absolutely love that song. Beautiful number from the marvelous Moondance album there. Stifler goes towards like the wedding cake, and he tries to get the wedding cake, and then these dogs come up to him, and then Jim's trying to stop him from eating the cake, and then both these dogs and then are like onto like Jim and Stifler, and then when the parents finds them in the room, it almost like they're making a different pose there. Yeah, just very good time of a sequel. Like I say, not a patch on the first two films, but a very solid entry, and I'm a sucker for these American comedies, as you know, and I'm actually really looking forward to getting on to Reunion now next, because I know this is, I think by a few people, this is known to be the weakest of the bunch, but if that's the case, then Reunion's kind of revered as a far more return to form compared to this, then yeah, bring on American Pie Reunion, I've got to say, because I did have a very enjoyable time with this one. So, and oh yeah, the scene with the like the florist shop as well. So yeah, some good fun-loving, witty moments to that one. So American Pie: The Wedding, I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10. And oh, there's one scene as well when I think Jim mentions about, Jim says to his dad, did you ever had any sort of connection with like this like lady like once upon a time ago? And I think he says something along the lines in reply, why, is she still interested? Yeah, good time that one. Thanks, Angela, for the recommendation there. Definitely will be staying in the collection. Of course, it was always going to stay in the collection because Adam very kindly sent me this my way. And yeah, bring on American Pie Reunion. And actually, I think it was Ashton has voted for this one in the past as well. So yeah, that's American Pie: The Wedding there. And there's been a few of these American comedies part of this Unwatched Shelf series, and I think Angela's definitely made a great impact with that, because there's been the likes of Tropic Thunder, Blades of Glory, and what was the other one? Horrible Bosses. And I had a very good time with all of those films. So again, this one was no exception as well. And yeah, good vote that was. So now on to the stack of titles for you guys to get 1 or 2 votes in from any of this selection, but any previous unwatched titles in any previous episodes, you're more than welcome to vote for or re-vote for there. So the first one is 16 Candles. What About Bob? Run Lola Run. The Clearing. Notes on a Scandal. Mysterious Skin. Southern Comfort. Double Jeopardy. League of Gentlemen Apocalypse. Brother. Hang Them High. It Follows. Village of the Damned. Wonder if that features Captain Sensible. Cruel. Get Smart. 8mm. Hungry Like the Wolf. Deuce Bigelow. See No Evil. Super Troopers. The Man from Laramie. Jason X. The Sadness. Leaving Las Vegas, or Leaving Las Vegas. Rocket Man. Ray. Coincidentally, Blu-Ray Charles. Crazy Heart. Purple Rose of Cairo. All the President's Men. Super Mario Brothers the movie, the original from 1993. Mac and Me. Operation Petticoat. Might be a bit breezy as well. Night Passage. The Object of Affection. Young Paul Rudd's there. The Visitor. Mr. Woodcock. Return to Paradise. A League of Their Own. The 10 Commandments. Avanti. The Dream Team. House of Sand and Fog. The Shipping News. Yep, the Shipping News would be when I'm waiting for a title to get dispatched there. Havoc. And that's what happens when a title gets delayed. It would be Havoc. The Big Sleep. probably the sequel called Power Nap. The film Fallen in Love. Ever fall in love with someone, fall in love with someone, ain't fall in love, you should have fallen in love with. In a Lonely Place, Casualties of War, Arsenic and Old Lace. Old Lace probably needs some new trainers. Either one of these, the original Little Shop of Horrors, The Bat, or Bride of the Monster. And, wow, The Trial. So guys, those are, see if I can get this, woof, might be a bit of a home stretch, but we'll see. Those are all the titles for you guys to get 1 or 2 votes in, and the deadline, and I'm going to give the deadline, we'll go for Monday the 29th of June there. So yeah, those, I'll just put them on the floor for now. So yeah, those are the first stack of titles, and these are the other stack of titles, and from any of these titles to get 1 or 2 votes in for the next episode 36, and I'm going to go for the deadline. Yeah, Monday the 29th of June there. And that will be, hopefully next Monday will be the next episode of the Unwatched Shelf series. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Do let me know your thoughts on American Pie, The Wedding. So yeah, I'm going back to my parents for a few days after I finish work tomorrow, after my shift. So yeah, got about a week off work. So yeah, looking forward to going back to my parents in Berwick upon Tweed. And yeah, I'll be going to a few of the charity shops, which I can't wait to go to Berwick's charity shops, because I always find some goodies there. But I might even have a trip out to Wooler again, possibly, or Kelso whilst I'm there. And yeah, really looking forward to enjoying the sunshine, as the Gallaghers would say. And I'm looking forward to kind of spending the hot weather when I'm back in Berwick for a few days, probably sunbathing, doing a bit of reading, listening to music. And I don't know what my upcoming cinema trips are as of yet. So yeah, I don't know if I've got any upcoming cinema trips for the next few days, but I'm sure there'll be, I'll be going to see something at Tyneside Cinema or the Market Pavilion in due course. So yeah, hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead. I might try and record 1 more video before I get away, and then there might not be any videos for a few days, as I'm back at my parents for a few days. And then so hopefully I might get a new DVD haul video out later in the week. I might try and record that before I go away. And then it'll most likely be the next episode of the Unwatched Shelf series, which will be the following video there. So yeah, guys, thanks for all of your continuous support on the channel as always, and I'll be back for more content soon there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, take care guys, thank you so much.